Hi to your soul family. It's good to be back again. I just received an intuitive message from the Starseed family regarding disclosure, and I'm allowed to tell you guys some information, and it's to help you during this transition period. So um, just to let you all know, I've been very, very wary, very, very afraid of sharing the information that I continuously receive from the starseeds. Um, Basically, due to safety reasons, I've continuously felt unsafe to share this information because, I have family, I have friends, I have children, and there's a lot of people in power. And when I say people, I mean men, so governments, that don't want disclosure to happen, so they will try to keep you quiet. And they have been doing this, and they've been putting a lot of people away. So I've always been afraid of putting out the message. And so what I've recently received, the information that I've recently received is that they've always been there protecting, but I've never really noticed or acknowledged the protection that they were giving me. So now that I do know that they're constantly out there and they're protecting me while I am doing these videos and while I'm disclosing, I am more confident, to share the message with all of you, to help you with your process, in the knowledge that my family and my friends and my children are protected. So that's the reason why I'm disclosing. I wouldn't do it otherwise. And I think a lot of people, a lot of intuitive people, have had similar reactions because of safety reasons. But I speak for myself when I say I'm now ready. When I speak to myself, when I say I'm ready now for disclosure, it's because I feel safe enough to disclose. So there's been a whole lot of stuff happening since the pandemic. The pandemic has, has activated a whole lot of change in humanity. And it was actually, I don't want to get into the politics of it. I don't want to get into the government side of it. I don't want to get into all the different countries and what they've been doing, because man is corrupted, and he's been doing a whole lot of shit for a long time, and he's really tried to brainwash the common man. So really he's done his utmost best to do it, and he's succeeded, because look at it, we don't believe each other when we are speaking the truth. Nobody believes us. That's the extent of the brainwash. And what the pandemic has brought about is a whole new influx of energy, and a whole new way of thinking. And even though the pandemic has been 2 years ago, we are still having problems trusting one another, believing one another. That shows you the extent of the corruption. I'm here to tell you that we're receiving a whole lot of help, galactic help. And, there's so many different responses. Some of the responses are like, laughable. They just laugh you out. Some is like, total incomprehension. And, some is like, it cannot be true. And then some reactions are like, could it be true? Maybe, maybe not. When did we become so arrogant that we believe that we were the only species in the universe? How is that possible? And why are we superior to everything else on the planet? When did we decide that? It's questions that need to be answered. Think about it. Listen to your intuition. So listen to your soul. Ask the question and listen to your soul. And you'll get an answer. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to somebody on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or on the news. Listen to the answer that you receive. You will receive an answer. I am here to help guide and teach and elevate your soul so that you can be the creator and that you can create your own life and the life around you. Take your power back. It's always been yours. You've just been brainwashed into thinking that you have no power. I'm giving you your power back. And I'm teaching you how to do it. Powerful words. A powerful thought. And imagine if it's achievable. Would people in power want you to have your power back? I'd say no. Food for thought. So let's go back to disclosure. We're going back like about 7-8 years ago. I've been given the message from the Galactic Federation that if the government doesn't do what it needs to do, which is share the content and share the information that it's been given by the Galactic Federation, then action will be taken. Nobody listened. Nobody thought that it would happen. So they didn't take the message seriously. They just let it go and they continued with their corruption. They continued with a whole lot of nonsense. And when I say a whole lot of nonsense, we are finding out all the nonsense right now about the tunnels and about the child abductions and that kind of stuff. All that is true. Everything's true. And we're now finding out about all of that. All of that has been taking place. And the message was, if they don't share the content with the rest of the globe, the rest of the planet, then action will be taken. And that was the message like about 7-8 years ago. And, I kept thinking, okay, something's going to happen now. Something's going to happen. Disclosure is going to happen. They're going to share. They're going to try to work together. And things just got worse and worse and worse. And there was no disclosure. And there was, avoidance and that type of action. And, seeing a UFO and then, more avoidance and more cover-ups and, you name it. And it went on. Until finally, just before the pandemic hit, the Federation, they told the humans in power, okay, so, action hasn't been taken. In fact, the planet is getting worse. And, once the planet gets worse and you're affecting, Mother Gaia, now's the time for us to take action and for us to come in, because you're destroying the planet. And that's exactly what they did. So the pandemic came into place. And since then, steps have been taken, consecutive steps have been taken. Disclosure has been coming about step by step. The human race has been, step by step, we are being helped and guided into the new awakening, the transition from being brainwashed into thinking intuitively for yourself. So it's a slow process, because 2 years and we're still not where we need to be after 2 years, because there's a whole lot of people on the planet still asleep, is what I would say. There's a lot of people still asleep. There's a lot of people in confusion, and there's a lot of people with anger. So there's different phases of the transitioning. So we nowhere near where we want to be, and it's not over, because we at the tail end of this, and so there's still more to come, and there's literally still a big bang to come. There has to be another big bang. Why? Because we still have to try to awaken the rest of the population, and I'm not being told exactly what the big bang is. So the next big thing, the big shock, the big revelation, the big disclosure. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you it's big. I can tell you it's going to be so big that if somebody's sleepwalking, you have to wake them up. So it has to be that big. I could give you examples, but it has to be in the contents of a disaster. So it has to be disastrous in order to wake up a sleeping soul. And there's a percentage of us that have awakened and is transitioning and currently transitioning. We're finding our way, baby steps, and we finding our way. We're trying to relax, meditate, hydrate, and to listen to our intuition. But there's a whole lot of us out there that are totally still asleep. And so when is this going to occur? When is this big bang going to occur? So we're coming up to August, and in August we know there's the Lion's Gate. So the big Lion's Gate, and then we know in October is a very spiritual month. You have, in all religions, you have a lot of a lot of prayer going on in October. You also have Halloween in October, which means it's a very powerful time. Gates are open. And then you're going all the way to November. November is when the planet will be finally put to rest. So everything will be closed down, everything will be calmed, and Mother Earth will be calm again. So from November, everything should be calm. So 11/11 in November, the closing of the portals. So exactly what is going to happen, I cannot tell you, because that's something they will not disclose, how they're going to go about it, exactly what steps. But I can tell you from August all the way till November, it's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be very, 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 the energy is going to be strong. The energy is going to be heavy. It's going to be really difficult for people. It's going to be difficult for the people that are not awakened, but it's also going to be difficult for the people that are awakened, because everything is going to intensify. The energy is going to intensify. The energy will only stop intensifying in November, when we put the entire planet, Mother Gaia, to rest, when she finally finds a resting place. Until then, everything is going to be activated. So the main message is hydrate, calm yourself, don't listen to toxic people, don't listen to everything on social media, don't listen to everything on the news, and try to calm yourself through meditation, through mantras, through walking in nature, making contact with Mother Gaia in whatever form that you can, and finding your intuition. So contacting, Mother Gaia, your religion, your God, your divine, your angels, contacting them and receiving your answer. You will always receive an answer. It's just if the connection is polluted and is full of muck, you're not gonna trust the message you're receiving. So you got to clean up the muck in order to receive a good, clear message. You will always receive a message. So this is what I was asked to deliver to you about disclosure. I hope this helps you to understand that there's more on the planet than just humans. There's a whole lot of help. I can see them, I can feel them, I can sense them, I can hear them. But it's difficult to show them to you because they don't allow it at the moment. It's the energy to see them is, you have to be on a certain level in order to see them. And if you see them, you are going to either your skin will melt, or you're going to have some kind of physical issue or a mental issue if you're not ready to see them. And you have to be on a certain intuitive level in order to see them. So I cannot show you videos of them. I've tried to show you videos of them. I've tried, and it doesn't work out because you're not ready. That's Jackie. That's Jackie.